the excitement factor, it just keeps going down.
Fences.
Just look past the wires and the barbed wires and whoa. We have a lot of freedom. We can move freely in this country, but you can feel that it's changing. It's not so free like it used to be. The city is so stricken with those regulations. Fences everywhere. Cool pathways that you used to take when you were a kid and just shortcut somewhere, or unofficial roads totally, but they were so cool. And these roads are becoming extinct. These shortcuts are gone now, man.
Fences. As they say in the big books, people have built fences for thousands of years to stay safe and show what land is theirs. Later on, fences weren't just about safety, they also became a way to show wealth, add privacy, and also look nice. The duality of a fence is where its most profound meaning lies. It is simultaneously protective and restrictive. It separates boundaries, but also defines connection, as a shared fence can be a meeting point for neighbors. As a 90s kid, I lived in a classic Soviet-styled apartment building. Going out to play was like stepping into a chaotic land of adventure. Before me stood piles of sand and an abandoned wooden building the size of a castle. There were brick garages next to it, and in the middle of it all was a squeaky and shaky carousel. Minimal fencing meant that we could simply change our play location and go to the neighboring flat to play hide and seek. No fencing around apartments, playgrounds, parking lots, trees, abandoned buildings, and so on. The moment we define our space, we begin to forget the space beyond it. A rusty BMX bike and dirt jumps on a curvy esker were my initial plans if a local forest attracted me. I became close friends with the fences of my town. Bunch of young kids using them as props on their parkour conquest. On the beach, I was catching wind on near lightning speed sprints over the sand and in the water. Equally important were the hours spent indoors, playing with Legos, surrounding myself with all kinds of material and immaterial friendships, and last but not least, video games. Cozy confinement created conditions for seemingly impossible playgrounds, where the only fence was a lack of creativity. Charging life head first, with thoughts trailing behind was my essence. Our choices were pretty much limitless, and playing around the world seemed like an endless adventure.
The grass isn't greener on the other side of the fence.
What happens on the other side of the fence? When a child grows up surrounded by constant fences and psychological boundaries, it can unexpectedly shape their adulthood. They might become disconnected from their deepest inner dreams, less willing to push past the limits set by society. These fences aren't just physical, they come from parents, schools, and other influences along the way. Constant restriction can have the opposite effect. Some children might rebel, acting out in ways that harm themselves or others, simply to free their spirit from the mold they feel trapped in. Perhaps the key lies in finding a balance, a space where a child feels safe enough to explore their world, yet free enough to dream beyond it.
The laws and everything concerning free movement in cities and also in countryside is getting stricter and stricter. Stricter and stricter. That's why I still appreciate walks in places like this. Even if I gotta trespass a little, what can I do, man? Gotta appreciate these walks in the woods. Because there is a lot of freedom here. I suggest to check it out.
If you got some real value from this video, then click the first link in the description box. There you will enter my marvelous gallery and can buy me a coffee. You get art with a meaning in return.